And now, more with Social Women with your hosts, Pat Cruz, Amy Diaz, and Bronwyn Dannenfelser.
And we are welcoming now in the last segment of our show, Bekah Berger from WPRO.
Is this the part where we all dance? Is this dance party time?
Yeah, it is. we wait for Larry. Larry, once he gets up on that table, then
we all
then we
dance
know
around
it's time.
Larry?
Listen, you will not see this dancing at all.
But we'll share M&Ms.
We what?
We'll share the M&Ms.
There's more?
You know what? No.
Look at
We ate
this
them all.
twinkle in his eye.
Look at that. Those eyebrows raised
We
right
ate
up.
them all already.
Not Christmas morning yet, Larry.
You can't bribe me with an empty bag of M&Ms.
For next time. For next time, I will.
I'll hold you to that.
This is so
okay.
View-esque.
Well, anyway, this is
Very
View-esque.
View-esque.
Are we
Like-
View-esque?
Like very like View, you know, like very like
As in The View?
The View, very
Yes.
Kathy Lee, very Hoda. I'm loving it.
But we love it too because
It's fabulous.
we really do. So, Bekah,
yeah.
We're
Tell
so
us a
happy you're
little bit.
here.
I'm really happy to be here. You
You're
guys are
so
fabulous.
fun.
And this is a beautiful facility that you guys are working in. Are you loving
It's
radio?
fun.
Yes.
are you asking me?
Yeah.
Are you asking me? Yes, I love it.
It's a little
I do.
different, right?
I do. I love it. It's fun. It's fun. We have a good time in here. We really have a good time with the show, and it's great to bring all the people in and get to know them and find out what's going on. And just the whole atmosphere is a lot of fun.
It's more than just radio, too, because there's always these
Yeah.
cameras
Yeah.
on, which I forget about half the time, which we'll have to
Pat always forgets about the cameras.
Pat's fixing her top.
Pat fixes her top. She's like,
I got
my hair.
candy.
She's like candy
I've got
everywhere.
ginger ale.
Spilling ginger ale all over my laptop.
It's fine.
Yeah, you know. I'm sorry. I'm not used to that whole thing. But
Well-
anyway, it's not about me making all this mess here. It's about Bekah now.
Hey.
Okay. So tell us a little bit what's going on. First of all, we want to hear all the goods on what's going on in the area. So tell us first about your show.
Sure. Well, first of all, I am from WPRO 790 sister station, News Talk 630 WPRO and 99.7 FM. We're also online, 630WPRO.com. I basically cover the entertainment news. I mean, we are a news talk station, so every day you will hear the very latest breaking news, national, local news. But on Saturdays from 1 to 2, it is entertainment news. So that's
With Bekah Berger.
That's right. This Week in Entertainment with Bekah Berger every Saturday at 1 o'clock. Now, it's all about sort of celebrity gossip. You know, we all love gossiping about our different celebrities and talking about also our different fun TV shows, no matter what. People that are listening right now, we all, you have those TV shows that you go to every week, right?
Modern Family.
There we go.
Okay.
Pat?
Criminal Minds, that's just about it for me.
That's okay. You know
Okay,
what?
I love
We're
it.
equal opportunity entertainment
Okay,
here.
I
How about
like
you,
it.
Bronwyn?
I'm a
sorry.
Criminal Minds gal.
You are?
I
Oh,
am.
yay.
Yeah, that and CSI.
Thank you.
So people call up and they'll talk about Criminal Minds. They'll talk about Modern Family. My personal favorites right now are Boardwalk Empire, which just had an unbelievable season
That was a great
finale on
finale.
HBO.
That was a
Blew
great
my
finale.
mind, by the way,
I
Larry.
kind of saw it coming because, it has to do with the mafia and the mob. So there's
1920s. Let's point that
usually
out.
some weird twist. So they, one of the main characters gets dealt with.
Yeah. Let's just
Really?
say that. Well, for those that haven't seen it yet, too, there's a lot
Those
of people
that have TiVo'd
rely
or
on
DVR.
Spoiler
DVR.
alert.
That's
Okay.
right. So, we all have our different TV shows and things like that, when people call up and talk about those things and also celebrity sightings around Rhode Island, a lot of times people think, what do you mean celebrities in Rhode Island? First of all, I'm looking at 4 different celebrities right now right in front of me. You
Oh,
four
you're
people.
so kind.
You 3 women. And but we cover local celebrity news. Just 2 weeks ago, Paula Abdul spotted in East Greenwich. She
Yes.
was at a Brown University soccer game. That was fabulous. Now,
Really?
also Charlize Theron, who's starring in Young Adult, which is coming out this weekend, she did a cover shoot with Annie Leibovitz in Newport just last month, and that covers on this month of Vogue.
Really?
So those are just little tips that you can hear on This Week in
Cover of
Entertainment.
Vogue shot in Rhode Island.
Yes, and she talked about it last night on Jay Leno.
And Amy did not know about
I
it.
did not know this. Becca, I
Yes.
need to give you my phone number so you can text me when
I
these
will
things
clue
happen.
you right in.
And we will drive straight to Newport.
That's right. And, and a lot of times, again, during the week on PRO, you hear all that news, local news, national news, politics, things like that. But at the end of the week, maybe you just want to relax and you want to talk about Hollywood news.
Fun.
Gossip. fun stuff that takes your mind off of some of the stuff you have to deal with during the week.
The best is just listening to other people's problems because it's just like think to yourself and you're like, it's so bad for them. Thank goodness I'm not living that crazy life.
Yeah, definitely. And
I'm so with you.
Because I sit here and I listen to gossip news and I literally just laugh
I know.
the entire time. It's like, wow, I thought I had problems.
right, no, and it's
Ashton and Demi.
problems. And you know what else is really great about working in Rhode Island? You know, we always joke about all of our different connections and everybody knows everybody else, that kind of thing. It's really easy to somehow take a celebrity and do like the Kevin Bacon Rhode Island thing. I will give you an example. You ready? So, you know, like, let's take last week. Alec Baldwin is on the American Airlines flight. He gets tossed for the Words with Friends issue. Oscar De La Hoya, he's a boxer. He was also on the flight, okay? He commented on Alec Baldwin, and, you know, he was really angry that he got kicked off the American Airlines flight and whatever. So Oscar De La Hoya used to date Shayna Mogler. And Shayna Mogler is from
Rhode Island.
Barrington, Rhode Island.
Barrington.
She's a former Miss Rhode Island Teen USA.
You see that?
Shayna.
All full circle.
Now, real quick about Alec Baldwin. How do you think he handled everything with the SNL appearance?
I think it was too soon. You know,
Really?
too soon to go right on SNL a couple days after. And plus, he was talking way too much. He was blogging too much. He was tweeting too much. He was Facebooking too much.
Is that possible for a celebrity to
See,
do?
I thought it was
tweet
classic.
too much.
I think it was a little too soon. I think maybe wait a couple weeks or so.
But
But how does that weigh up to, you know, when people saying Alec Baldwin, such a loose cannon, then I don't know, I kind of look at it his way of sense of humor, you know, his
Right.
way to just say,
And that
hey,
was
you know
the
what,
way
I could
he
take a
responded
joke.
to it. But
you know?
personally, I think it was a little too soon. Now, American Airlines, of course, firing back. We're no longer playing 30 Rock in our in-flight TV. So
No
there
big
you go.
deal.
Wah, wah. I know.
I'm heading out for the weekend, or I'm heading out
Yeah.
at night. I want to go spot some celebrities. Where am I going?
You know what? I definitely think that Thayer Street, because of its close proximity to places. Let's try that again. Proximity to places like RISD and to Brown, all of the celebrity parents of some of the students over there. I mean, you think about even Demi Moore and Bruce Willis's daughter, Scout. She goes to Brown, and actually her dorm room was just featured. Forgot, it was some kind of design and decor magazine, but they featured her dorm room at Brown.
Really?
So, you know, always Thayer Street, even the Hill, as we mentioned before the break, Paula Abdul spotted on the Hill a couple weeks ago. And even, you know, maybe Main Street in East Greenwich. It all, like, if you were going to have somebody from out of state come and visit you, where would you recommend that they go? And then you think about those places. Of course, you'd want a celebrity to go back to all their Hollywood friends and say, you need to go to Providence, Rhode Island. I had the best pasta, you know? So those
We
kind of
do
places.
have the best pasta, by the
We
way.
certainly do, Pat
Yes,
Cruz.
we do.
Well, Mills Tavern used to be the place because when celebrities would come down for Waterfire, we always heard Mills Tavern and Bekah were the two places that were kind of down at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, 27 Dresses was filmed at Mills Tavern. One of the scenes from that movie, 27 Dresses with
Really?
Katherine Heigl. Yes.
Okay, they used to have the best lobster corn chowder. I never heard of it before. I went in, and I was addicted to it for about 2 months. I had to have it like almost every other day. I'm over it now. But
I'd like some of that right now.
She's not
I'm over it
addicted
now.
to M&Ms, peanut M&Ms.
And you know, Bronwyn, you mentioned Bekah. A lot of the Body of Proof cast, when they were here filming their first season, they loved Bekah.
Yep.
One of the doctors, you know, his name escapes me. He's also the Miller High Life guy, but he's in Body of Proof, and he actually had an apartment at the 903. He loved Rhode Island so much that he spent some time here permanently. But he loved Bekah, and he loved Nick's on Broadway.
wow. So
I
that's
was-
Nick's on Broadway.
Yeah.
And
Well,
also,
cool
too,
spot.
you know, at PPAC, a lot of the times you can see some of the people that star in PPAC at some of the different locations around that area as well. You know, Sidebar,
Sidebar
places
is
like that.
turning into a little hot music spot.
It is nice
Yes.
jazz.
Yes. I haven't been, but I'm going.
Newport
Let's
as
go. Can we
well.
go together?
We should all go.
I know.
We should have gone. Let's make it a
Jeannie
let's
Evans
make it
was
a
here
ladies' night.
last week, right? And she was telling us all about Sidebar.
And also
So where
Newport
else?
too. You know, I mean, Newport, they always celebrity spottings. Christina Aguilera a couple months back. Now, her current boyfriend, the guy she's dating, is from Newport.
Really?
Yeah. And she was there a couple days. She was spotted at some of the bars there. So, I mean, think about, like I said, where you would recommend somebody go if they're visiting the Ocean State. That is where you will most likely see these celebrities. Spotted.
That's fun.
Spotted.
So we want to know, like, we want a little heads up next time you know someone's going to be around.
all right.
So we can
I'll give you the heads up.
Give me the heads up so we
Personally.
can go out and
Stalk them.
yeah, no, we'll bring our social women Mike, and we will give him a little quickie interview.
I love. You know
Yeah.
what? Some of my favorite text messages are from people that are like, Pauly D sighting. He was just getting his eyebrows done at Sookies. You know, like that kind of thing. That was in my roadie radar 2 weeks ago. Him getting his GTLE done. His eyebrows done. So, and he's filming his reality show around different parts of Rhode Island. So look out for Mr. Pauly D.
Hey, do you think this will be the last season of Jersey Shore?
I think it is. I don't know how much longer they can go on.
Because Vinny's leaving. I saw that in the teaser.
Vinny wants to
trailer.
become a serious actor.
He does.
Do you mean he's not one?
Yeah, I know.
He's not
I
one
know.
now?
And I love Jersey
on.
Shore. It's guilty pleasure television. It's like Teen Mom. You can't help but watch it, But the jig is up after a while.
Teen Mom. I don't understand why that show is on TV.
Because you'll
People
never
watch it.
You'll never ever
do.
see girls from up here. It's all
I
from the
say
south.
that, and you know what? I say that all the time. Northeast, they don't film up here.
That Teen Mom and Cops have two things in common. One, you'll never see anybody up here. Never.
And what's the second?
Well, because up here we know how to. You'll
Same
never
people
see
that be from both.
Oh, they're stupid.
Besides, no.
it's the daughters of the people in Cubs.
There you go.
No, here we know how to hide the body.
Can I ask you about X Factor then? Because this is my guilty pleasure.
Oh.
What was with the little girl freaking out?
Okay. Now, I talked about
Did you
this on
see
my
this?
show on Saturday.
No.
Oh,
Rachel
I saw
Crow.
it on Twitter.
She was the one that was favored to make it all the way. She's a 13-year-old. She had one of those really sad backstories, but she was born a crack baby, as they say, but then adopted by a really nice family, and they thought she was going to go all the way. It came to a deadlock. Nicole Scherzinger decided to go into a deadlock, which goes to the fans, and then everybody's like, oh, Rachel will make it through, and she didn't, and that was the big backlash. She falls to the ground. She looks at your mom, you promised me, and all.
Hey, little kid on
Really?
X Factor.
But you know what? Somebody like that, a 13-year-old, Disney will pick them up. Nickelodeon will pick her up.
Absolutely.
She's still got a
Immediately.
whole life ahead of her.
Yes.
Absolutely.
She was just
But
so
really-
devastated, though. I felt bad. I really did. I was like, oh.
It was like a slasher
Okay.
movie on reality television. It was insane.
Okay,
Speaking
but-
of teenagers, I actually have a question from a viewer who is following us on Ustream. Her daughter actually has a talk show, radio talk show,
Ooh.
that features or focuses on anti-bullying. They want to know what is the best way to capture an audience for her show.
I think definitely one big way is to just try to stand out from other shows that are similar. Just find that niche that you have and just broadcast it to the world. Don't be afraid to be. A lot of times, like especially young women are afraid to just be themselves, and you just gotta let your hair down and just let it go. You gotta let that personality out and to just keep plugging along. And we talk about this. We were talking about this off air. Stay motivated. That's
We're-
one big thing.
We're so unlike that here.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
we are
We're very
so
shy.
unlike that.
well, Becca, thank you so very much for joining us.
This
If our
was too
listeners-
fast
It
with you.
was. It was. If our
Quick.
listeners
Thanks,
and
ladies.
viewers want to get in touch with you, how can they do so?
They can hit up my blog, 630WPRO.com. Keyword is entertainment. And if you want to email me, you can, Becca at 630WPRO.com.
Awesome. So thank you.